Today, we'll be installing this really nice lock from Ultraloq. It has Z-Wave built in, so you can use a smart hub to unlock or lock the door. Optionally, you can use fingerprints and phone via Bluetooth. Also included is a Wi-Fi adapter, so you can use a phone to unlock anywhere in the world. Unfortunately, fingerprints is really lousy. 9 out of 10, it does not read my fingerprints. Later on, I just put a NFC card nearby to tap to unlock. You can see how that's set up in this previous video. Tap to unlock is so much faster and more reliable than fingerprints. Who knows, maybe the fingerprint sensor on my Ultraloq is defective? It looks relatively simple, just like any other smart lock out there. You got the front, the metal back plate holding the front, and then this back piece that snaps into the back plates. Install the batteries, and then we should be good to go. Before we actually do anything though, we have to remove this old smart lock right here. This is a really nice one from Yale that has a Z-Wave built in as well. But you know, I really want something with fingerprint scanner to tap to unlock. If you happen to have this Yale Z-Wave lock, here's how to remove it. There is a small Phillips screw right there. Release it. Slide the cover up. Take all the batteries out. After removing the batteries, there's 2 screws right here, and I think there's one on the bottom. Yep, there's one on the bottom. The one on the bottom is too deep for my cordless, so I'm going to use a manual screwdriver. Slide it straight out. There's one wire right there. It's connected to the PCB board. So go ahead and slide out. It's going to be very hard to do with my bare nails, but I'll try. There we go. And now remove the 2 bolts right here. 1 and 2. That's holding onto the front piece. Hold on to the front piece, otherwise it might come crashing down. Gently remove it. Be careful with the wire. Finally, we're going to remove this bolt right there. When you open the box, this is what you will get. You get the Wi-Fi adapter, the lock itself, the external panel, 2 physical keys, batteries. Here's the back plate and of course the manual. First, let's install this piece right here. Make sure that it is labeled up. Just push it in. Verify that it is flush with the door. Secure it with 2 short screws provided. Next, we're going to install the exterior side. There is a notch on this metal stick. Be sure that the notch faces upwards when you slide the front piece in. We'll feed that straight through with the wire down underneath. The cable will be fed into this slot right here. Make sure you're holding onto the front piece as well, otherwise it will fall down. There we go, that looks good. Use the 2 bolts right here. Feed it in, and then secure it. It might be challenging to find the other hole on the other side, so just keep on wiggling it to make sure that it goes in. There we go, it's in. By the way, you'll notice that this label is up, so make sure that it is indeed up. Now we just have to fasten it down. Don't tighten everything yet. Make sure that everything is nice and level, otherwise it will look really bad. Verify on the other side as well that it is nice and level. Here's the back piece of it. Go ahead and connect the cable into this port right here. It can go only one way, so don't worry about messing it up. There we go, it fits nice and snugly. Flip it over. Make sure that this piece right here is the flat end on the bottom, with the thing sticking on the top to align it with this metal piece right there. Try your best to put the extra wires right there in this crevice. I don't know why this third position wants to pop the battery out. That's why I'm holding onto it. Once you get all 4 batteries in, go ahead and slide the cover back on. By the way, if this video is helpful, please consider subscribing and liking the video. This lets YouTube know that my video was indeed helpful and will recommend others as yourself. It's very nice that they include a door sensor in, but I won't be using this because I already have mine on the door frame somewhere up on the top as part of my security alarm system. The included magnet is super strong. You can see that it just jumped out of my hand. That's probably why they didn't include the double-sided tape to hold down. They include only this piece for you to screw into the wall. Yeah, this thing is crazy powerful. When you go outside, it can automatically lock by itself. You can always manually lock it by pressing on this icon right there. Very good. To unlock, you can use your keypad, your fingerprints, your phone, and of course a physical key right there. There's this little button right there on the bottom. Just press and hold it and then pull it out. Now you can use the 2 included keys to unlock it. It's kind of interesting that the key is kind of long, right? It looks cool, but I don't know, too long for me. Slide it and make sure that it's on top and then press it in from the bottom. There we go, we're back in business. Even though this lock is Z-Wave, adding it into your Z-Wave hub is kind of weird, unconventional. You'll definitely need this app from Ultraloq. It's called U-Home. Download it, install it, and register your account. We'll go into the settings of the app, click on the gear icon, Z-Wave control. Click on Add to Z-Wave Hub. Click Start Inclusion. On my Home Assistant Hub, I'm going to log into my HA machine. Go to Settings. Go down a little bit to Integration. Go all the way down to Z-Wave Devices. Click on Add Device. It wants the pin, so go ahead and enter in your pin. You can get the pin from the battery door cover. Click on Submit. We can click on View Device to see all the status. Click on Close. If you click on Unlock, you can unlock the deadbolt. Overall, I really like this lock. It feels solid and everything works as advertised. The fingerprints is highly unreliable, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video. That's okay, I'll be installing a separate fingerprint scanner. The scanner will authenticate my finger, validate it to Home Assistant Hub. HA will then send a command to unlock the deadbolt via Z-Wave. It kind of sucks that you have to register and use the U-Home app in order to set up Z-Wave, but once it's done, you can certainly uninstall the app. Alright, hopefully this video helps you with setting up this Ultraloq deadbolt with fingerprint scanner. I really appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and thanks for watching.